Y'all know that we're all about evolving, we're all about elevating, but that cannot be done if you do not value your life already. If you cannot take care of what you already have. And a big part of taking care of what you already have is seeing the value and appreciating what you already have. Hey girl, welcome to another episode of Always Lit with SHAY.moore, where we spread love, inspire others, and thrive. So today we're going to be talking about being unreachable. I watched this movie named Unplugged on Netflix, and it basically talked about like this couple, and they were so busy with their 9 to 5. They were just so consumed with TV, the Echo Dot, and just all of these gadgets, video games, that they were starting to live parallel lines instead of living together. And there was a line in the movie that said, to be truly awake, you have to sometimes be unreachable. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I gotta do an episode on that. I pulled my phone up and threw that in my notes app because those are facts. So this is the problem that comes with always being on the scene, always being everywhere, always being on social media, always being up under everyone's comments, always being at every party, always being on the go, always trying to think of the next hustle. When you are that reachable and everyone has access to you at all times, meaning like your phone literally never can ring without you answering it. Every time you get a notification, you picking it up and you giving them a text back ASAP, or you clicking on the Facebook notification to see what they notifying you about. Whenever you allow everyone and everything to have access to you like that, it is so much harder for you to be led. It's so much harder for you to be able to hear God's voice clearly. It's so much harder for you to be able to see his signs that he's giving you. It's so much harder for you to be able to embrace the goodness that you already have going on. So this just made me think about, I was watching Desi Banks, one of his podcast episodes, and he talked about how he was in a room with like Martin Lawrence and a whole bunch of other big comedians. And someone stopped and spoke to him and was like, hey man, how you doing? How you been? And he was like, oh, I'm good, man. You know, just trying to get where y'all at. And the man replied like, look around. You're here. And he said that he just stopped and was like, wow. But I feel like that's how a lot of people are living nowadays. You don't even realize that your prayers have been answered. You don't even realize that you are living in the prayer. You are living out that prayer. You are walking proof of God's goodness. You don't even realize it because you are so like, I gotta be on to the next thing. Okay, I got one goal, I gotta be on to the next. Okay, I got this, now I gotta get this. It's like you always going and never stopping to just appreciate the blessings that you have received. Appreciate the people that God has brought into your life. Appreciate the things that you have right in front of you. So in today's episode, I'm going to be helping you to be unreachable. I'm going to be helping you to go ahead, put those boundaries in place, be like, I'm busy. Because even if you are doing something for yourself, you're busy. Even if you are taking time to meditate, I'm busy. I'm not available. Okay, so the key thing with being unreachable is going to be identifying what your distractions are and removing your distractions. So I'm going to help you with this because we may be in denial right now, okay? But your distractions are things that are keeping you from doing either things. So if you said that your intentions this year or your goal was to work out 4 times a day, work out before work or work out after work, but you haven't done that, but you have, like, let's say you've been on social media or you've been binging shows on Netflix, those are distractions. Those are things that can be replaced because what value are they bringing to your life? What value are you getting from scrolling on social media when you get off work for the next 2-3 hours? What value is that bringing you? The thing with social media is this. Social media isn't bad. I love social media. But I feel like you should be going to social media whenever your other things are filled. You don't want to be that person that's like, oh my God, I want to start a YouTube, but you can't start a YouTube because you can't get off YouTube from watching other people's videos. Or you don't want to be that person that's like, oh my God, I wish I could work out. I wish I had the time to work out. But you spend an hour, 2 hours on social media for no reason at all. Like, you ain't even in no fitness groups. You ain't in no, you not watching no fitness YouTube videos. Like, you just literally scrolling on social media and laughing. Baby girl, that is a distraction. And that's the thing about distractions. They're so easy to like fall into. They're so convenient. But whenever you take the time to just take that first step to just go ahead and work out, no matter how bad you want to, just take that first step to go ahead and work out, it'll be like, of course you're gonna have your bad days. Of course you're still gonna have, you know, your days where you might not feel like doing it. But that first step, that first push, that first, like, this is the little mountain of your distraction. And when you just be like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, it gets moved to the side. That can no longer be used to keep you from achieving the things that you are trying to achieve. Distractions can also be people. Who are you sitting up on the phone with for hours? About nothing. Who are you sitting on the phone with for hours? And I'm guilty because me and my mama would talk all day. Distraction. She ain't doing what she's supposed to be doing, and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So put boundaries on that. Like, of course I'm still gonna talk to my mother daily. Me and my mother talk usually on her way to work, her way from work, and a lot of times in between. But I have to be disciplined. I have to place boundaries on that so that I can be using my time during the day to film, to edit, to create content, to work on orders, to ship out orders. So it's not that these people don't mean you well, but it's that you need boundaries on it so that you can do the things that you were called to do. So you can do the things that's going to really make you feel good. Because it doesn't make you feel good when you realize, man, on October 1st, I said that I was going to work out 3 times a week, and it's October 31st, and I haven't worked out yet. That will not feel good. So put the boundaries in place. Once you go ahead and identify those distractions, place boundaries on them or remove them completely, now you free up that time where you are unreachable, where you can unplug, where you can just sit there in true peace. This can be your time that you spend with God. This can be the time where you realize that God has been there all along. You have just been unable to hear him. You have just been unable to see the signs because you have been so consumed with the podcast, the TV show, the phone calls, the text messages, the video games, and everything else. I can guarantee you, you will get your best ideas. You will get so much closure. You will get so much healing, so much joy, so much peace from just being unreachable to the world and just sitting there listening and being in the presence of God. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. If this is your first time on the channel, then I hope you do consider subscribing. Make sure that you check out this video right here about ways that you can spend time with God daily. As always, y'all, spread love, inspire others, and thrive. Bye.